Hey people, how are y'all doing? Let's finish what we started like few days back. A couple of days back, I started doing some of the winter fragrances that I said I was gonna use, and I am using a lot. And in my rotation, there are a lot of winter fragrances that I own from designer and some niche. Um, but the thing is, you do not reach for everything every year. So this year, I'm showing you some fragrances. Most of them would be I have chosen, even the previous list I've chosen based on some fragrances that are not shown by many other reviewers or some uncommon ones, so you get a little bit more idea, right? So for this list, it's the remaining 10 fragrances. Do not think like these are below the previous ones. These are as good as the first episode. I'll post the link below, you can check it out. And I'll have only one honorable mention, and let me start that. The reason being for this fragrance to be honorable mention is that this fragrance now has been reformulated, or they have released rather a new version. I haven't tried that, I don't know how good that is, but this fragrance right here is the magical one, right? This is Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. So all the perfumes right now, this Fahrenheit Le Parfum, which is also great, also Dior Homme Parfum, which I also own. These fragrances are all great, okay? They're all getting harder to find, but I'm showing you this one, Eau Sauvage, because this one, it's just a little bit more mature, it's a little bit dark. It starts off citrusy, got vetiver, and then myrrh. Those are three notes, but I'm pretty sure there are more notes to it. But this is what a beauty this is, okay? Try to find this particular bottle with the black sticker, you won't be disappointed, but it has a little bit maturity about it. Really love this fragrance. It has the magnetic top. It's just sublime, it's beautiful fragrance. So that's my honorable mention, Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. Okay, this fragrance would be great for cold weather. Starting with number 10, I have a brand new fragrance that I just added in my collection. This is Azzarot's Pour Homme Intense. You must have seen my review. If you haven't, please do check it out. Check out the review on this. Any reviewer's review, check. I think they have plenty of good things to say about it. It's a little bit dark juice. It has booziness. It has the spices. It's kind of like a modern interpretation of Azzarot Pour Homme. It has some cinnamon kick to it. It's very delicious for that purpose. So I think, number 10, Azzarot Pour Homme Intense. It's a good choice for cold weather. Does last good time on shirt. Number 9 is a fragrance I prefer a little bit over the Azzarot Pour Homme Intense, is Mr. Burberry EDP. So you guys must have known this fragrance didn't get so much love from fragrance community, the original one. People say it's like Bleu de Chanel knockoff or something. Did not find much similarity to Bleu de Chanel, to be honest, but this fragrance even is darker take, more patchouli and more darker mint. This one is like, if you smell it side by side for the first time, you might think like they're identical, but no, it gets darker with time on the dry down. That's what's special about it. And if you have been a fan of Mr. Burberry, the green juice, try this out. This is really nice for the like cold nights out there, okay? So Mr. Burberry EDP is my number 9. Number 8, they're getting all by like preference, getting better and better in my book. So these are actually by preference, okay? Number 8 is the fragrance that I reviewed for the first time in the channel. This fragrance had no review, so I did the first review. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. So this is very expensive. I think you can score this $30-something, and this is so delicious. This is very much like, if you like your Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP, if you like so many other amber-based fragrances, it's very common DNA, but it smells delicious. It's like something that you want to eat. And the bottle is just gorgeous. Only thing is, the problem is the sprayer kind of sucks, like if you see this, look at this, okay? It just does that, after a while. So I'm not very big fan of the sprayer, but apart from that, bottle is gorgeous. Yeah, juice smells very good. So it has great performance as well. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. If you're looking for a budget winter fragrance, nighttime, that one is very good. Number 7 is a Creed fragrance, and this is one of my favorite creeds at this point because it's kind of underrated. At first, when I sniffed it, people said it's something like a Mont Blanc individual. It's sweet, it's synthetic, it's almost designer-like, and it's too cloying. But over time, Creed fragrance, if you try them like years after years, they seem to grow on you. And when I wear it, it just it just makes me smile. And I think Original Santal, this perfume right here, this is a gorgeous little fragrance. You know, you would think like, you know, if it's so similar to Individual, which is much cheaper, why would I get this? I wouldn't say like it's a must that you get this over Individual. If you have budget constraint, Individual is a great choice, but this fragrance right here on the dry down shows the magic. It's just something else. It just gives you that. I mean, the blend from it is just different. You know, I get the spiciness, it gets cinnamony, a little bit sandalwood. It's just different composition altogether. It's much better built fragrance compared to Individual to my nose, right? So you don't get the raspberry from this like you get from Individual, but you get the sandalwood, which is beautiful, right? So check out Original Santal by Creed, number 7 for winter evening time. I would recommend this. It'd be beautiful wearing for a hoodie or something like that. Okay, number 6, and after that we'll go to top 5. Number 6 is a fragrance underrated. I have chosen most of the underrated ones. This is Pure Wood. I have done my previous Mugler list. I think this fragrance made number 1 of my most favorite Mugler fragrance. I don't know how I feel about that right now. Currently, I do have to revisit and do top 5 Mugler, but this one right here, if you like woody fragrances, you like this, like, you know, if you chopping trees, you like the sawdust, and then you like a little bit booziness, it's like sweet, and it's very extremely strong. This is one of the best woody fragrances to my nose. If I do make woody fragrances, this is definitely gonna make the list. What I love about it is that, you know, yeah, when you spray it for the first time, you know, Mugler, they don't do fragrances like copying anybody. It's very original, it's very woody, it's like oak tree. I get that oak tree feel from it, a little bit booziness. It kind of has that pure Maldian as well. So imagine woody mixed with pure malt. That's what I get from this in a cabin, cold weather. You're burning logs just to stay warm and sniffing this every now and then. It's very beautiful. It's kind of boozy, woody fragrance. Number 6, Pure Wood. Now top 5. Number 5, I start with this fragrance. This is Grey Vetiver EDP by Tom Ford. So many of you will be asking me, isn't this like a spring and summer sort of fresh fragrance? Yes, it is. Yes, I do agree. But in our kind of conditions like winter, early fall days, imagine your fall days kind of like our winter. This fragrance just suits perfectly with the cold breeze. It doesn't really smell particularly nice. It has the citrusy elements, but the vetiver, I think it just works beautifully when the weather is cool. You know, you wear this, it's kind of like a cold day, kind of gloomy day, kind of tragic. You know, you can wear this in a funeral, no problem. But with a suit, it's just beautiful, and you can enjoy the company of this fragrance when it's kind of cold weather. So for Bangladesh kind of winters, Asian kind of winters, I think daytime it will make a beautiful wearing, right? But you can wear this all year round, no problem. But it has excellent performance on the cold weather. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver EDP, number 5. It's a daytime suggestion. Okay, number 4 is a fragrance I'm bringing back to rotation for winter after a long time. This is from Davidoff. This is Leather Blend. I'll put all the links below of all these reviews. This is a beast mode fragrance. If you do like note of leather, if you did like Bentley for Men Intense, it's very close cousin to that. But what I also get from it is a lot of amber. It has full of amber blend, and this one is very, very close. But what I get from it also is just beast mode performance. It's just for the cold weather. This fragrance, you need a strong performer. That's what I'm talking about. Nighttime, evening time, even if you go out with the guys, shoot pool or whatever, wearing jacket, you'll smell, your clothes will smell like 2-3 days of this fragrance. So the quality that you get from Leather Blend from this Davidoff house, you know, you get bang for your buck. That's what you get. So I'm gonna wear this when the weather gets even cooler. Leather Blend by Davidoff. That is my number 4. Okay, number 3, I have a tie, only tie. I did a little bit cheating. I couldn't leave one out, and I'm going to show you one by one what I mean. First one I'm going to show you is Boss Bottle Intense CDP. Many of you ask me like, this is your signature scent, what happened? You're not using this anymore. You would be wrong, guys. You know, whenever I get a break or something, I'm sorry, oops. I didn't show the other one. It just popped up. And they're both like Hugo Boss Bottle. Okay, this is Hugo Boss Bottle Oud, and this is Hugo Boss Bottle Intense CDP. So I was telling you about this one first. This is one of my signature scents, the EDT version especially. I wore number of bottles, and this is the one, this version, Intense CDP, that's the one that lasts. So whenever I get bored, I want to remember the old days. Cold weather, bring it out. Lasts beautifully. That apple pie, the spices, the cinnamon. It's ideal to wear in the Christmas time as well. It's just a staple. And then why I brought this one up, the oud one. The oud is just extra. It's like, imagine a little bit addition of oud and spices. You know, it's a spicy take on Boss Bottled. So there'll be apples, a little bit like cinnamony, spicy apples. There'll be like some pepper. And this fragrance is just so good, guys. You know, like it's underrated. If you like a little bit darker, more rich, if this was released from Parfums de Marly, this fragrance would sell like hotcake. But never mind, I smell unique. That's what that matters. So my number 3 is Boss Bottle Intensity P for men and Boss Bottle Oud for cold weathers. Number 2, Parfums de Marly Herod. This fragrance, many of you be like, oh, boo, boring, you know. I understand that because this is one of the safer fragrance from this house, like unlike Habdan, Hamdani, you know, like a few other that are more, you know, like Carlisle, Leighton exclusive. These are more daring. This one, what I like about it is that the tobacco that's done in this is just right. I cannot take the tobacco in Tobacco Vanille, makes me sick too much. This fragrance has the right amount. It doesn't really jump out of your skin, but it lasts extremely long time. So you go some on your shirt in the cold weather, it's just warming, it's just candy-like, and the quality of this fragrance overall is just so worth getting it, you know. So yeah, the bottle presentation is it's just everything to love about, everything to die for in a fragrance. Herod has that. So number 2 is Parfums de Marly Herod, and that leads me to number 1. I'm going to be wearing a lot is this fragrance right here from House of Thierry Mugler. This is Angel Muse. It's a women's perfume. I understand that. It's a flanker from Angel line, and it smells close to that, but it kind of has this own thing going. So if you do like Nutella spread, hazelnut spread, and you like gourmand fragrances, you want to wear this. It is going to cut through the cold. It smells so unisex because the intense sweetness I told you, previous list, this one made the list. Angel, right? So these two are like kind of cousins, right? This is even prettier. It has more modern touch to it. It's more fresher up top with that bergamotti opening, but it does get gourmand very, very quickly. So Thierry Mugler is just my favorite house. You saw Pure Oud, Pure Mall, Pure Heaven. These are my favorites. This fragrance, try it out, guys. You know, if you're a dude, try it out. You're gonna love smelling this on your woman. It's different. It's just different. It's different than what's happening in the fragrance game. It's just intense feel of a fragrance, which I like about it. The quality is there, longevity is there, projection is there. It's gonna last a very long time, right? So you can share this to your girlfriend or wife, you know. So this is my number 1. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I love this fragrance a lot. And this Angel Muse, I love it. I think more for the bottle, like sort of like a spaceship sort of strange bottle, right? And this is actually supposed to represent the surface of Mars, right? So anyway, check out the fragrances. I have reviewed them all. Hopefully you test it. Do not blind buy. These are all gonna serve you really well for the cold weather. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'm happy that I'm done with this list. I'll see you soon with a new review tomorrow. Bye bye.